yes, we're going to have to go with Trevor Deely, crime scene photos. And now this is a different little thumbnail here, obviously. This is the straight, wow. Before we get into this one, all right, the real viewer wants to first of all thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, like, and subscribing. If you do, if you don't, either way, thank you for clicking. Support the channel, really support the channel with a donation, guys. Cash App, PayPal. The link is there on my channel page. You know, donate to me by my logo. Please do something, help out. We're pay the bills here, so we keep live streaming and keep going here. So thank you guys so much for any support. True crime community is the best community on YouTube, hands down. Been there, done that. Plenty of content on the channel, guys. If you enjoy. So we're gonna wait about 5 minutes here. This is the first stream of the day, 3:53 p.m. where I'm at. Excuse me. It is a Sunday, and it will be in August. Yeah. But here's the deal. We're gonna talk about Trevor Deely, and this is gonna be, wow. This is not him. Yeah, this was a suspect, but this is just a thumbnail. This is what you have in the year 2000, everyone. December 8, 2000. He will go missing. He will never be seen again in Ireland, in the country of Ireland. In Dublin, Ireland, I believe, or in Kinder, Ireland, or Dublin. Yeah, Dublin, whatever. Dublin, excuse me. Conor McGregor, I love Conor McGregor. So, I'm not a big drinker, everyone. But if I was, I wouldn't be a big Guinness fan either. I did taste Guinness before. But thank you to Ireland for Conor McGregor and all the great Irish things. Mike Myers, maybe? I don't know who, but anyways. So Ireland here is going to be in the focus, all right, in the fold. Now, I think I'm going to start going more international, guys, on these cases. I think we should take an international because a lot of them are very, we did one with Orlandi, Emanuela Orlandi, who disappeared in Rome. That was a good one. So, and we did the Isdale girl as well. Isdale woman, excuse me. So we're going to do Ireland here. We're going to cover Dublin, Ireland. He's born in Dublin, Ireland. He's going to disappear in Dublin, Ireland, December 8th, 2000. This will be Trevor Deely. Guys, whew, this is a real one. I mean, you know, this one was interesting because I remember, guys, how I heard about this one, more right off the bat is right. I think I'm going to start flying into these videos, guys. You can go ahead and rewatch them. Give me some watch time. Hit a like on it, man. You can make these live streams popular, not just for the moment, but afterwards, too. That needs to happen. So we're going to fly into these and you need to play catch up, and let's do it. But yeah, get here, get in, and be square. Yeah, no, I got to give you guys a heads up. I know. I will start maybe doing more posts, guys, and giving you the heads up on these streams. But we're going to do Trevor Deely. I did some research on this case. It really bothered me overnight. I sat on it. I thought about it. I didn't really think about it. Thanks for the one like, guys. But really, yeah, actually, I did think about this case. It really baffled me going back to 2000. He'll disappear in the year 2000. Look at the tech we have here. We're going to have like a 2-frame shot here. All right, because your camera, your CCTV, I'm pretty impressed in Dublin, Ireland. They have this at the time of 2000, December, too. It's going to be, like, really rainy. But this is not going to be him, Trevor Deely, but we do have him. Now, the real reviewer could not sleep over this. I had to do more research this morning on my own when I had time. And I was able to try. The only question is going to be, where is Trevor, right? And who, if anybody, hurt Trevor Deely. Thanks for the 2 likes, guys. We're getting started on this case. I remember hearing about this in 2000, and they released like this, like these camera shots. And I remember seeing this like on Unsolved Mysteries or something. Somebody covered this case, and some true crime channels might do it as well. So, you know, this is a very interesting, you have very little to go on, and that's the cases we like, guys. That's the cases we love here at the Real Reviewer channel, right? We love, the lesser the information, everyone, the better we can go on these cold cases, hence the cold cases, right? But we're on Wiki. I do have a Reddit up, and I'm there. Of course, you know I love my Google Earth. We're on Google Earth, and we have an article too, guys. This is going to be something, okay? So let's see where this is going to go. Where did Trevor go? What happened that night on December 8th, 2000? So really, I would really going to go verbatim with this wiki. Having already read it over myself once, yes, I think I should just sum it up, because what the Reddit does, it does it as well. But really, I might read it verbatim, but let's do the sum up on Wiki, guys, because with Wiki, we give you the broad stroke. So we're going to fill in, with whatever's going to come in, we're not going to fill it in, it's going to be filled in for us by our eyes and ears and what we have broad stroking this. So on December 8th of 2000, go back to 2000, still got good tech here, guys. I'm going to show you the actual photos that is going to, for me, guys, we are going to go to these photos. There is CCTV, all right? Not just to track Trevor's movements, all right? Because we don't know where his final resting spot is going to be or what happened to him per se. But We know probably he met with probably, I can't even say he met with a foul end. We don't have anything to indicate that, but I have somebody that could, all right, in this case, that's caught on camera, okay, that's there, but they can't identify, but they want to speak to this person. I'm gonna tell you who the person I think it is, all right? So let's read and see if you guys, right, have to come to the same conclusion or pick it up through this read, okay? Because it's in this. So we're gonna broad stroke it and you see if we can decipher, or if you have pick out the same person or information I do. Same direction, same compass, right? So on December 8, 2000, Trevor Deely here, a 22-year-old Irishman. He's 6 foot, put him at 175, 2 bills of that. He's a big man, big person, 22, disappeared in Dublin. Now stop right there off the bat, guys. Thanks for the 2 likes, by the way. I love that you see evidence, you like it. You really like it. Let's go. So let's see what we can do about this case. But right there, for me, guys, stranger danger, and there's CCTV being tracked and all this through this, guys. There's no pressure for him. There's nothing like he's being chased or anything like that. So, negative on the third party for me on this right off the bat. See this person here? They're not going to be of interest. They're going to be on camera. They're following, it seems like, Mr. Deely. The cops want to speak to this person back in 2000. They will eventually track these people down. I don't know how they do it, but they will track these people down. And they say, no, we don't really do shit. And then they're like, yes, you didn't do shit. So we're good. They're on camera. They didn't do nothing. So the intentions weren't sinister. This is what these people on camera aren't, except for maybe one. And I'm going to break that down for you when we get there. But first, we got to get with Trevor, right? Get to know Trevor a little bit. So that's what I'm saying. The 6 foot, the weight, the stature here. Dublin, 2000. You know, I don't see a strong arm robbery for him, or even bullying him, or jumping him, or a gang of misfits attacking him. Third party murder, enemies. We'll see. That could be a possibility. Walking away on his own, that's gonna get me out of the question. His sex, his family. Well, maybe that's a possibility. You never know. Maybe he took money out the bank here. He worked for a bank, though. He just started his career, they say. But a 22-year-old Irishman, he disappeared in Dublin, guys. Dublin, big city here. I'm over Google Earth. This shit is like compact. Like, you know, where are you gonna put Trevor? You know, Mr. Deely. That's my question. Like, I think water out there in Dublin. I don't think you're really putting him in buildings. I really don't hear about people being found like that in Dublin. Probably more than likely the water. I would figure a river or canal. But really, this person really going through some effort here to hide Mr. Deely, right? And I'm going to tell you why. See, I just brought that up because there's a great effort to hide his body or to not have him found. And I'm going to tell you why that is. Because it's going to be, you know why. You're kind of right. So I'm going to tell you and put it in there. He'd been walking home around 4 a.m., guys, from his work, from a Christmas party. You know, excuse me, 4 a.m., Jesus. Yeah, I never good when you walk home 4 a.m. from fucking anywhere. You know what I mean? Let alone Walgreens, Walmart, the church. 4 a.m. What the fuck? Haven't stopped at his office to retrieve. Oh, yeah, you know. Well, what kind of work does he do? 4 a.m. the office is open. Holy shit, guys. Stocks, robbing people. What's the deal here? Stocks and bonds and Bertie Madoff shit in 2000? So he ran at 4 a.m. from his work Christmas party. Haven't stopped at his office to retrieve an umbrella. He's going to be seen on CCTV with this umbrella. We're going to take it's him. You know, I was thinking at first it could be someone else pretending to be him with the umbrella or concealing their identity with the umbrella. We'll take a look. We always got to, you know, cover everything. So an umbrella to prepare for his next shift of the day. Security cameras recorded him entering and leaving the building. Okay, good, including a brief exchange with an unidentified man dressed in black. That's going to be key. We have that photo. Okay, let's get to him. So I have it here. What I want to do for us in this situation, okay, is go through these. So wait a second. Let me show you what they're talking about. So yes, this here is the umbrella. So this is going to be him. It's a 2-frame shot, guys. So it's 2000. You're going to go boom, boom. All right? It's all you're going to get, probably 2 frames when somebody's in it. So this is might be the last frame, or one of them's the last. This might be the last frame. I don't know. They might be the same frame. But one of these is 2 frames shots. Now, look. This is that dude I showed you, the thumbnail, shortly walking behind Mr. Deely. So say this is the last shot, whatever have you. You know, there's no shadows. There's going to be nothing. Like they cops, there's nothing really. This isn't an awning. You know, the weather is windy. This more than likely is him because there is like a picture here of him in his work outfit, guys. And it really does match, excuse me, what? That's his dad still looking for him. Like that. Like it's a beige one, though, they had on, you know? So it kind of was like the preppy look, the business casual look. So it's kind of possibly, but it's like a jacket of sorts. Okay, I can see why you have a jacket. See, now I'm seeing the jacket, the slacks kind of, but you're going to assume, right, of course, that that is Mr. Deely. This is Mr. Deely, and he's walking home. This person will be nobody in the photo here because they're going to track him down, whether it be years later, months later, whatever. And they say no, but what it is, and I like this photo here, shows him to see the two frames. So he was here, this dude in black, and then he's there. But this is not the same dude in black they're talking about, guys. This. So there's like some type of photo here. So these going to be people from work. One of them's going to be Deely, but there's going to be another third identified man here. Okay? So here's Deely talking to this other, they can't identify this person. You could really see like a goatee or something here. Like you could see some kind of form of a, he's bigger, he's got a goatee, right? A beard. You could see that, you know? It's a very interesting photo. We can analyze a lot from that. I'm gonna tell you why. I think you already know what I'm on here. Is that this is gonna be the last, basically the last person to be seen with him. He will run into him again, apparently. I think this might be the last CTT, but it's like they're going to confuse us here because they have something we don't as far as the last CCTV or whatever. They're holding on to things. But they always do that. So, showed you that he was leaving the building. There's an exchange with an unidentified man. That might be that actual, that I showed you, that exchange. Okay? And then Deely was later captured on another camera outside a bank. We're there on Google Earth, and Hennington, as he continued home on foot, you saw that camera. I think that's the one with the umbrella. He's moving. This is the dude following him, but it could be the same guy, but I don't think so. But this guy will meet him somewhere, I'm telling you. We're going to see Hennington Road as he continued home on foot. This is the last known image of him. You saw that, but the umbrella, that's it. Despite extensive and ongoing police investigations, his disappearance does remain unsolved. I'll tell you why it does. So, Trevor Deely, you're going to see where he's born, okay? Now, he's working at the Bank of Ireland for IT. He's tech. He's got good money, or he just started the job. You hear me? He's 22. He just started. He got out of a good-ass college, it looks like, and he's just starting, okay? So in late November of 2000, just weeks before his disappearance, Deely flew to Alaska in the United States. He flew on a discount that his friend procured for him due to his role as a long-haul flight attendant, which his friend described as, quote, free, unquote. He went over to see a girl that he had met in Dublin during the summer while he was holidaying in Ireland. Stop there completely. So I read that, right, guys? I read that. And what all of a sudden clicked for me was the, quote, free thing. And why Wikipedia is telling me this shit. You know, that this friend, and not naming the friend, and then saying that this was, quote, unquote, free. But it wasn't free, because it's in quotation, see? So right off the bat, the motive I have for him disappearing is this flight, is this supposed free trip, all right, just weeks before his disappearance, of the friend. So I wanted to know, off the bat, of course I wanted to know, guys, who the friend was, but Wikipedia does not tell us, okay? So what I did was just keep reading, and what I figured was Occam's razor, that this person would come into the fold. If anything, the killer would inject themselves into the investigation and be there firsthand to see what was happening, and be really privy to everything. So who was this person? A friend, and quote-unquote free. Thanks for the 3 likes, guys. Thank you. So yeah, it wasn't free, was it? It came at a cost. I believe he was looking to be paid back, but there was a dispute here. I'm going to tell you how this goes down, because there's going to be phone calls between him and this person, and there's going to be a voicemail, and it explains it all. That why he would go out and meet him, and that's the person at the fence. The cops completely just glaze over this person. They don't give a fuck. They don't want to hear it. They really don't even have him on the radar, it looks like. You're going to see they should, though. So, the Christmas party was scheduled for Thursday, December 7th. After drinks, guys, this is the disappearance, copper face jacks, whatever it is. I'm not gonna convolute you with that shit. All right? Basically, it's a heavy storm. You see that. It's very stormy, 60 to 70 mile gusts possibly. The wind is blazing. You know, it's not a really good night. He's out at 4 a.m. The only person he's meeting is people he knows. People at the gate are from work, and then somebody he knows. This is not someone he doesn't know. So what happened is, there's an attack. About 10 minutes leaving the nightclub. Okay, he's going to the nightclub. He's chilling. He goes to his office to get the umbrella. He's going to walk home. He has some tea at the office. He's chilling. People see him. He's good. So guys, here's the friend. Now what happens is, Real Reviews will tell you this. What I do is continue to read. And I tell you, man, Coach Razor's going to come in if it's real, right? Who is this person? So I was like, all right. And around this time, what he does is he rings a friend in Nas. That's all they say. They're not saying this person's name about the flight. They're not saying who he rang, right? And he left a voicemail. His friend described the message as saying, hi, Glenn. So there we go. We have a first name, Glenn, a Glenn. So he says, hi, Glenn, I missed you there. What do you mean you missed him there? Stop right there. What did you mean you missed him? You missed the call? You missed the meeting? What was it? Bang, this is the fucker. Guys, quick stream on this because it's really coming together fast. So it's like, hi, Glenn, I missed you there. Just on my way home. All going good. I'll talk to you tomorrow. There was no tomorrow. Not for Glenn, not for Mr. Deely. Okay, so no, he wasn't waiting. He went out on foot after him. And he met him at his job. That's why he's on camera at the job. All right? This is Glenn. This Glenn guy. So I'm trying to put pictures of Glenn, guys. I'm trying to match up the CCTV with Glenn. He's an overweight with goatee, with facial hair, dark hair. Very easy to tell this person from the others. There is multiple people, though, that look like, I don't know which one is Glenn. They're not, Glenn is for some reason hard to find. Glenn, we're gonna get his last name, but yeah, he's a hard to find man. I said picture-wise, I can see why. He's on CCTV and he knows it. So he's gotta, hide his face. So Glenn missed you there, just on my way home. All doing good, I'll talk to you tomorrow. If that is indeed the case. We don't even know, because guess what? Our words that very close to the effect, because guess what? His friend deleted the message on purpose, not regarding it as significant, and if it gets investigators never sought to retrieve it. And that is it. After that, guys, there's no more Glenn. There's literally no more Glenn. There's no more about the phone. There's no more about him saying this message. And there is your kind of red herring. Because Glenn's going to tell you what the voicemail said, even though it's not recorded. That everything was good. Nothing was wrong. Everything was fine. But no, he knows something's wrong because I believe Mr. Deely owes him money for the flight or wants money for the flight. Or like then Mr. Deely's like, wait a second, you said it was free or whatever. Now you want money? So something with Glenn and the money and the flight. And it all comes together like Occam's right up in there. And I'm like, wow, he's deleting the message. He's telling us what he said when he goes missing just a few hours later. Why? Because he's on CCTV. He's the man in black. So CCTV footage shows that a man dressed in black was waiting outside the gates of the bank for approximately half an hour before Deely arrived. When Deely arrived, they had a brief conversation. 2 minutes after Deely entered the bank, 2 more men arrived at the gate. Those are co-workers. They're cleared because they show up at a really weird time. Because he's into the bank because the homeboy's waiting 30 fucking minutes. It's Glenn, who's the only person that, Mr. Deely is in contact with on the cell phone. It's going to be this guy, Glenn. He's leaving him voice messages. Come on, everyone. What the fuck, man? I thought this was some super mystery. It's not. It's this dude, Glenn, who will kill his friend over money. Over the money he thinks he owes him for the flight. And this is going on exactly a few days after he gets back. Literally. So CTV shows this dude waiting outside. It's a big, heavy-set man. Who is this guy? I see the photo. It's going to be matched up with Glenn. They say the man in black remains a person of interest. The other 2 guys are just co-workers. They come up on this scene. They're like, hey, Mr. Deely, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, no. And then he has to explain who this guy is. So it was no longer waiting outside. Maybe they knew who. It doesn't matter. They didn't know. By the time it cleared the dead. Yeah, and it was no longer waiting outside by the time Deely left the bank. Well, what does that mean? Like he wasn't going to pay him. He fucked him off, and now he's going to ambush him at 4:14 a.m. CCTV shows Deely walking past what was the IAB bank on the corner of Bagot Street. We're there, in the direction of his flat. He'll never make it home. About 30 seconds later, a man dressed in black passed by the same IBA bank. The police, the Gardati, thought it was that person in black by the gate, guys, that met Deely and waited for him outside the bank for 30 minutes and spoke to him for 2 minutes and then left. No, it was someone else, a random person. They tracked this person down. They said they were satisfied that there was nothing suspicious about this person's movement, and he's not the same person that spoke to Deely outside of his office. So outside of his office, he met him outside of his work, I see. That's even worse than the bank. See, it seems like he met it outside the gates of the bank, they say. Now it's outside of his office. What is this photo, like this photo from? This person knows Mr. Deely very well. And he knows where he works. He knows how he moves. He knows his bank. He knows where he lives. So this is a personal acquaintance of Mr. Deely that killed him or killed him. I believe he killed him. This is the same man who had spoken to Deely outside his office. They subsequently identified and interviewed the man. That's nobody. The footage represents the last known sighting of Deely. That's it. This footage I showed you, this picture. Okay? Take another look at it. I'm going to show you something in a moment. See what you think. I'm going to leave it here like this on this. But this is an interesting photo. All these 2000 CCT photo, that's the last photo, but I'll get a better one. But see how it's timestamped, everything. Very good at Friday. It's going to be the weekend. There's nobody really stalking him. You know, you're not going to get ambushed here. That is probably more than likely him. Look at that reflection. What a night that was, huh? You could feel the 2000 December night, can't you? December 8, 2000. You feel it. See, here's something here. I don't know what this is. This is like, I know it might be a shadow. Here's the umbrella, so you're thinking it's him. It could be him. It could be the killer. I don't know. It could be his killer, his kidnapper, posing as him, covering up their identity, using the umbrella. This person's no one, they say. That's no one, but this person they want to talk to. Because this is Mr. Deely going back in. So that's him with the jacket. So you kind of match it up with that. But no umbrella at that time. But this person they want to talk to. This is another side view of this person. They're trying to obscure their... You could tell they're trying to obscure their face. Because they know they're on camera, possibly. See? But they got to... It might be the bar making a goatee, but they're dark-haired. Dark hair. He's talking to him like he knows him. There's something on the sweater, like a logo. See, his shoes are like white shoelaces with black, like, you know? They're standoutish, but he's heavy set. And it's like, well, who in his life would look like that? Who does he know that looks like that person, you know? And there's, I don't know what Glenn looks like. I think this is his brother. See, this person's his brother, so that wouldn't be it. But it looks like it. That's his brother, older, I think. I don't know, but one of these, I can't find Glenn. This is his dad. You know, I can't find this dude Glenn. And he's got a last name too. I have his last name. But yeah, that's the dad. He's still looking for his son. And I'm telling you, it's right under his fucking nose. And that's why they can't crack this case. Because it is going to be this Glenn guy that killed him. I put him on a poly first. And that's it. If he denies the poly, then I'd get some DNA or swab. And I do that anyways, even without evidence. I'd ask him for a swab. I don't think that's against the law. I think he'd willingly, voluntarily give the swab of DNA, wouldn't he? Well, let's see if he did or not. If he doesn't, then I'd say he has something to hide again. So with the investigation, guys, all right? Deely's absence from work the following morning was not seen as a cause for concerns. It had been a late night, okay? Additionally, his flatmates were away that weekend, so they did not know he was missing either. Only when Deely failed to show up the following Monday, where alarm bells raised, his work informed his family after ascertaining that nobody had spoken to Deely that weekend. That's not true. Glenn did. Glenn did on Friday, but not the weekend. But Glenn was talking to him. Glenn's the only person who seems to be talking to Mr. Deely this whole time when he disappears. They reported him as a missing person, the person with the flight. Reddit's going to tell us that it's Glenn that's going to be the one that does the flight for him. Over the following days, Deely's family and friends put up hundreds of posters, handed out thousands of leaflets, and went from house to house and business to business inquiring if people had seen him. His friends were able to obtain the CCT footage in using the investigation. Detective Sergeant Michael Fitzgerald, who worked on the case from the beginning, said, "I've never worked on a case where the family was so proactive." The delay, see, it's like, because that dude is there too. Don't forget, Glenn is there. The delay between Deely being last seen and reported missing meant that vital time was lost. The Garda Subaqua team searched the River Dodder and the Grand Canal. Okay, I'm there. I was interested in water. The River Dodder and the Grand Canal, huh? Stella Gardens. I'm looking. There it is. Yeah, I was looking over there, y'all. Holy shit. Really? Yeah, I was looking at the Grand Canal. I thought that was a good place to throw the body. That is for sure, guys. Very nice little location. All you do was throw it off, you know? And that's all you do. He didn't have time. How would he even get it over there? It was by foot. You have to walk him. You somehow have to get him over there. You have to convince him to move. Guys, this for some reason my iMac 2000 is getting worse. It's so blurry, but I'm telling you, I was thinking that same place that he's at. We need a little more better quantity. I don't think you're burying him or putting him in a wall. Not at all. So he will be in this area, I think, definitely. They're on it. They're smart. They're smart on this one, but they're not smart enough because this killer's right underneath their nose. It's the Glenn guy. So what they're going to do is they were unable to drain the Grand Canal Basin as it would affect the structural integrity of the surrounding buildings. Deely's sister, Michelle, said that she rang his phone a few times the weekend he went missing, and she believes that it rang out. So like it was on and just kept ringing. Who had it? It was Glenn. He has the phone. According to Dr. Philip Perry, a senior research fellow in the Radio and Optical Communications Laboratory at Dublin City University, a phone in 2000 would have gone dead within seconds of falling into the water. However, Michelle said she is not 100% sure that it did actually ring. Guys, stop. It doesn't have to go in the water. The person has it. The killer has the phone. So it doesn't have to go into the water. His body can go in the water, not the phone. So this, look how an expert, guys, this doctor, is a radio. He's a radio expert in optical communications, and he's telling you that a phone in 2000 would go dead in seconds. No doubt, of course, idiot. And really, all he has to say is that thereby the phone isn't even thrown in the water. Then the killer has the phone, or someone has the phone, or he's not in water, whatever. Right? Stupid. Two Garardi traveled to Alaska to speak to the girl who Deely had gone over to see this brother's disappearance. Deely's sisters also traveled to Alaska separately for the same purpose. The trips did not proceed or produce any leads because they didn't ask the right questions. Deely's whereabouts remain unknown. Okay? This was on Donald McIntyre's Unsolved, huh? I'm going to read this. This is interesting. So, what happens here is in December of 2016, many years later, a new investigation was opened. The following April, enhanced CCTV footage was released, leading to the announcement by Gargarde, that's the police over there in Dublin, that they believed that the man dressed in black seen behind Deely on the Hannington road footage was the same man that he spoke to outside the office. That same month, a $100,000 reward was offered. A year later, in August, Gargarde began a search of the but it's not going to be, 3-acre secluded area in the suburb of Chapelwood. Okay, I didn't know that. About 8 kilometers where Deely was last seen. An informant alleged that Deely was murdered. Yes, I believe he was murdered on the night of his disappearance by Crumlin-based criminal known to Gardy. No, it's a red herring. The gang he was involved with in the drugs. Oh my God, guys. Glenn here calls the fucking cops to try to find the body. So the body is there. He wants the $100,000. Oh my God. That's why the call comes in, guys. So somehow they have a tip because they're not telling you how they got the tip, but they put out a $100,000 reward in 2016. The information leading to something. August, about a year later, bang. A few months later, guys, whatever, bang, somebody calls in and drops a tip where the body might be. They can't find it. They said he was involved in drugs, possibly in the area where Deely disappeared. The same gang was invested in the murder of. It's wrong. Informant said that Deely was alleged murderer was not known to each other and it was a chance encounter. It's wrong because he knows him. It's Glenn. It's Glenn on the phone. Holy shit. Although a gun and drugs were found during the search, investigators concluded they were not related to the case, calling this site a stash area for criminals. The search was called off in September, and Garardi at the time had not found anything to assist him in the case. I'm sorry I'm laughing. These cops are stupid as fuck. They're just getting played by this idiot. Guys, I'm going to go to Chaplazoid. Y'all hear what I just said, man? This is crazy. Wow. Solving a case on that ass. Put his ass on the fucking lie detector, man. He's still alive. This Glenn dude. I got him by circumstantial. Let's get the body, y'all. He'll tell us where the body is. I'm telling you. He's going to tell us where that body is. Glenn. They have his last name, too, guys. It's Glenn Cullen. That is the suspect here. That's the murderer of Trevor Deely. Chaplazoid, guys. Chaplazoid Dublin. They think the body's there because this person, they got a tip. They're not saying they got a tip. They're not saying who called, but it's this person because it's like Nancy Guthrie type deal. They're trying to they got to find the body for the money. So he drops the dime. We're gonna go to Chapelzoid, guys. We're on the map. They're in a suburban area because this person, like, Glenn has family out there. This person, Glenn Cullen, he know out there. I wonder where the property is. Very interesting indeed. So in December of 2023, Mark Deely, the brother of Trevor Deely, said that the video of Deely on Hannington Road had been digitally enhanced, and Garardi had determined that there was nothing suspicious about the movements of the man in black who was seen walking along the footpath approximately 30 seconds behind Deely. We knew that. The man seen in the video had been traced and interviewed, was no longer a person of interest, was not the same man who had spoken to Deely outside his office. No, he's not. It's Glenn. They are yet to identify the man walking outside the bank for 30 minutes. Why can't you, before Deely arrived, or figure out why his two co-workers were standing outside the gate after Deely went in? In December 24, Garardi began appealing to related. They still want information. It means a missing persons, not a murder investigation. Well, I can't get a photo of this Glenn dude, Glenn Cullen. What we can do a second here, guys. I gotta find a picture of this Glenn dude. They just won't, like, caption a photo and tell me who's in the photo. See, there's like a dude sitting here. It's like, that's his brother. Or not. It doesn't look like his brother. That looks like the dude Glenn, and that would be the dude. Like, I gotta know. They're just not telling us. It's like he keeps it under wraps, dude. Wow, it's. Where is this Glenn Cullen dude? Okay, this is his brother. Okay, so that's not the dude. It's his brother. I wonder where this Glenn dude is. I can't see him. He seems to never be around. See, here's a beautiful shot. It's just beautiful that you have this CCTV back then. It's like, yeah, you think it's not nothing, but it is something when you have a good suspect. What do you know where to look? So this is like Mr. Deely, whatever, and this is the dude they want to talk to, and he's like heavy set, hands in pocket. Look at that beard, but dark hair. But he has a hoodie too, but it's just someone he knows. It's a heavy set dude, and it's probably the Glenn dude. It's the only reason he would be talking to him. He's the only person he sees talking to him. Heavy set, he got a beanie on. White shoelaces. Yeah, man. I can't get a picture of Glenn. You know? This Glenn Cullen. It's a shame. Because if I had it, we could just match it up. Really, could match it up. There's people out here. One of them has to be Glenn. Who's that? Okay, let's take a look. So yeah, that's the reason for that flight. He thought he was gonna get the money. He waited outside the bank for the money that he thinks he owes him for the flight. He didn't give him the money. He's pissed. He killed him. And yeah, where'd he discard him? Probably in a river out here. Yeah, I was thinking a river as well. For a place like this. For sure. It's gonna be a river. Canal. I'm looking into canal. They wanted to drain it, huh? Yeah, I would have drained it for him. For sure. He's in here somewhere, guys. That's my take on the case. That he's here. The body was discarded in water. And yeah, it'll be found. It's here. Look, it's gonna look hard. Yeah, the person didn't really have time. So it's Glenn Cullen that killed him. And that's my take on this case. All the evidence Occam's razor is pointing to him. Just looking in the canal further. Interesting. Like, stuff here in the water, but it's a buoy or something. See, but like a buoy or something, you could mistake that for like, you know, more than it is. But I'm just looking on Google Earth, and you know, yeah, you would throw it here. So yeah, that's, I think Glenn Cullen, his best friend or his friend that gave him the money for the flight, is going to be your killer. The dude on CCTV that's seen. Thanks for the 4 likes, guys. Trying to work hard on this for you, you know, trying to give you something. And I figured I'd give you something good, something real. So that's what they have. There's going to be, this person's going to call in like red herring and say that they think he was killed by, the body is over here at Charpazoid. We're going to go there. Chuplazoid. We're there on a property they were searching. Let's see if Reddit gives us it. I think the body is here then. That's what I'm saying. Saying it's in water, right? Oops. Yeah, he's calling in. Hold on, guys. He's calling in telling us where the body is. Because it's a $100,000 reward. Thanks for the 6 likes, guys. He's calling in saying, hey, the body's over here in Chapazoid. Because they go, listen, we'll give you $100,000 if you solve the case or bring him home or find a piece of him. Somebody calls in a couple months later. Yeah, I got it. Because it's all about money. He was murdered over the money for the flight. So this person's going to get what's coming to him. They're going to get that money. But they couldn't get it because they couldn't find the body, huh? We told them where to look exactly. Glenn Cullen. Shout it out. Get him on a fucking poly. I know it's not admissible. I don't care about it. I want to know if you know what he's telling the truth or not. I want to know if he's seen Mr. Deely that day. He did talk to him on the phone, guys. He left a message and he was calling his back. Mr. Deely was returning his call. Or, you know, calling him, returning something. The money. Just looking where they said Chaplazoid, about 8 kilometers. 8 miles. 3-acre secluded area. Really? Hold on, guys. 3-acre secluded area, huh? Phoenix Park? Dublin Zoo. Where do y'all think we would put the body? I guess the park. Okay. The park sounds good. I guess he is burying it. Wow, they went out here, huh? They couldn't find it? He probably told them exactly where it was. And they couldn't find it. He's probably pissed. Why doesn't Glenn go out there himself? About time he with that 100,000. A lot more now with inflation. So we're looking on the property on a 3-acre. This is more than 3 acres. Damn, but it's Phoenix Park and acres upon acres of land. But you never know, you know? There is some cool ass looking shit here on Google Maps. Maybe we can see something. Bones get dug up. So yeah, all right. That's what I'm saying. He's doing a red herring everyone to his own self. He needs to find the body to get the money. It's all about money to start. And he's going to get his cash. There are such interesting things. I'm telling you guys. If I could just get on the ground here. I would do on the ground. Using maps, I would walk to these locations. Like that looks pretty freaky. I'd be like, okay, let's kick that rock over. But yeah, anyways, guys. They got a tip that said that the body was out here. That he was killed by some random gang members. And he's out here. But we know, everyone. We know that's not true. This is the actual killer trying to get the body found so they can collect on the money because this is about money. That's why he was killed. It was about the flight. And Glenn is the person that lent him the money for the flight. So in August of 2014, this is on Reddit now, Garardi began a search of a 3-acre secluded area in Dublin suburb of Chaplazoid, about 8 kilometers from where Trevor was last seen. A police informant alleged that Trevor was murdered on the night of disappearance by Crumlin-based criminals. The gang was involved in chance encounter. See how they made it a point to say they didn't know each other, and he alleged that the murderer had not known. How would he know that? That the informant said that the Trevor and his alleged murderer had not known each other and it was a chance encounter. The informant is the fucking murderer. You know what I mean? Like this, like that's Glenn, but they're calling him an informant. You know, like this. How would that even if it's not Glenn? How would that informant know that, guys? How would they know that the murderer killed him because it was a chance encounter? It wasn't personal. Because the murder, guys, I'm done with this shit. This is so dumb. These cops are stupid. I gotta go over to Dublin, y'all, and solve this case for them. Okay, I gotta get Glenn Cullen on a fucking outline. I gotta knock on his door. Like, bro, where is Mr. Deely? Where is Trevor? I know you killed him over the fucking airline money. Give me the fucking body. I need that 100,000. I'll split it with you, G. I would tell him, I'll split your money. And I'm recording this shit the whole time. I'm tapped up, wired up. I'm a true crime dude. I need the money for my channel. I know you know where the body is. Although we're gonna... That's it. No, it wasn't true. That's it, guys. There's nothing more to say here. Because we need that man on a line. We need that dude in a room. Guys, so... Finally, the route Trevor took back to his apartment that night was unusual, as it would have added unnecessary time to his journey, which could have been avoided had he just walked straight down Bangat Street. However, he crossed the road at Bangat Street Bridge and entered Hannington Street, which is where he was seen from the last time on CCTV. While it would be possible to reach his apartment via Hannington Street, it would have involved eventually walking back onto Bangat Street, where he first started his journey. Furthermore, he had to meet Glenn. This unnecessary detour would have added about 30 minutes to his journey. This raises the question of whether Trevor was intending to go straight home or if he had planned to go somewhere and meet someone prior. Meet the dude that he saw in the video there. You saw, you dumb fuck. Because he told me, hey, give me my money, meet me over here with it, or you're fucked. Yeah, exactly. What's wrong with you, stupid ass? Trevor was intending to go straight home or planned to go somewhere and meet. I'm sure he wanted to go home, guys. Did he make it? No. Unlikely that his intelligent and level-headed young man would have chosen to add so much more extra time. That dude in black was telling him, where my money at, motherfucker? Like, you gotta meet me over here and pay me. He's 30 minutes outside the bank waiting for this money. And he calls in the red herring, guys, years later. He didn't forget about his money. He knows exactly why he killed Mr. Deely. So that's it. It's not baffling, guys. It's been 24 years and Trevor vanished and absolutely no trace of him. Right, okay. Mr. Deely, Mr. Cullen knows where he is. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance are particularly baffling. No, it's not. And this is undoubtedly one of Ireland's most bizarre missing persons cases. No, it's not. It's the most lazy police work I've ever seen. His family continued to appeal to this day. Poor family. Mr. Deely, Mr. Cullen is there acting like, guys, plenty of murderers have done that. You know, cozied up to the family to try to be a part of the investigation and know what's up and actually act like they give a damn when they're the murderer. So there he is. Glenn Cullen is the murderer of Trevor Deely. He knows where the body is. No one has this on Reddit. No one has it. I've been looking for it. This person, I do not think he was murdered. I believe he ended up in the river by accident or intentional. Guys, did you hear what he said? I do not think he was murdered. I believe he ended up in the river by accident or intentionally. What do they mean? Like he self-destruct intentionally, or like he intentionally was put in the river? That means he was murdered if he was intentionally put in the river. Like, I don't know what they're saying there. Like, they're not true crime at all. Get off the thread. This person says, me too. Last sighting was next to the Grand Canal. Yeah. But no, it's over in Chappazoid or whatever the fuck. Unless it's if it's a hoax, it's a damn good one. Because I feel this person wanting that money. But if we did, nobody has it, Glenn. No one has Glenn, guys. Glenn Cullen is the suspect here, as the murderer of Trevor Deely. He can match. I don't have a picture of this fucking guy, Glenn. He's like fucking incognito too, dude. I don't have a picture to match up with that surveillance. He's overweight, the surveillance guy. He has like dark hair. He might have facial hair or not, but he might wear glasses, but he has a chubby face. He's way overweight, Mr. Deely's. And Deely's 6 foot. You know, we can match the height too and the weight. It's so easy. What the fuck? So, his brother, at first I thought it was this person, this brother. I mean, he doesn't even look like his brother. I don't know who this fucker is, but this person with the glasses is all up in this investigation, guys. And this is his brother? I don't know. It kind of looks like the dude in the I thought it was the dude in the CCTV. Let me show you. I know this sounds fucking nuts, but anything goes. Anything goes. So look at this guy, right? So look. Let me show you. I'll set this up. Set this up. Right. So let me show you this, right? I'll put it like this. Come on, baby, baby. So look. I'm gonna get you, you fuck. There's a side view. It's beautiful. It's a really good side view. All right, so here, and now I'm gonna show you this. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's a small photo, but I think they had a bigger one. Anyways, it's small. I'll get close. So I thought it was this dude, but apparently it's his brother. So here's the CCTV. This is Mr. Trevor Deely. This is our victim. This is the dude that goes missing. He's talking to homeboy like, yeah, I get your money or whatever. Just wait here. Something on the sweater, but look, see? Take the bar out. Black hair, real dark hair, right? Dark hair. Overweight. Dark hair. Overweight. Possible glasses. Right? What does that look like? Overweight. Dark hair. Possible glasses. You know? Like, and it's his brother? I don't know who this fucking person is, but it looks like the person in the CCTV. It really does. Like an overweight dude with dark hair with glasses. And he knows him. He knows this person. He knows the person that kills him. It's not a random attack like that red herring says. It's not. It's this person in the CCTV they still want to talk to. It's this person waiting outside the bank. Wherever this... It's him. And is it him? Who is this fucking person? And it's like, oh, it's his brother or something. I'm like, I don't know. Is it? Is it Glenn? Cullen? Who is this fucking guy? It's exact match. It's perfect. And he knows Trevor. That's Trevor Deely. So it's like, okay, if it's not him, it's pretty damn resembles pretty fucking close. This is nobody, guys. They said that was nobody. That's, you could see the weight difference too, the body difference here. You know, and this is like, there's something on the sweater, but you could tell it's very thinner. But this is Mr. Deely. He's about to go back in. He's talking to the dude. Really keeping an eye on him. Really, it's intense here. Seems like an intense conversation. But yeah. And he said, River, how do you know that? Because I know because there's money involved. He's the dude that gave him the money for the flight. He wants it back. Whatever. That's why they're at the bank. He works at a bank. That looks like the guy. That's the only picture I can get. Dark hair. Look at the dark hair. Really dark hair. It's like, the hair's a match. Like, I don't know this motherfucker, man. Feel me? Like, feel me? Sorry, I'm freaking out because this is so like a solve a case. I'm sorry, I'm looking for another photo of this dude. He's all over. Literally, with the dad, he's all over this fucking shit. I guess this is his brother. Who's this? Is this the same dude? Alright, fine. That's his brother? That's homeboy? Alright, fine. He has black hair at one time, right? That's all gray. Yeah, like this dude. It looks just like the dude in the CCT. It's so fucking weird, isn't it? So, don't ask me. It's now this is another shot of him. Now, this is after he comes in. So, remember I told you the 2-frame deal back with the CCTV? So, one was when he come in. You see how the gate is like left open a little, right? So, he walks in, I think, and then 2-frame. And he's really knows he's under camera or doesn't want to be seen. You know, really keeping his face away. Because he knows he's known to the victim. You can connect him. So, just by knowing him. And look how big a weight he is. He's overweight, black hair, once again, guys. Black hair, overweight. Looks like a hoodie. Whatever. That's the bar. But yeah, white shoes. Like black shoes with really bright white laces. And those shoes are probably like Vans or something back in 2000, you know? It's like, this dude wear Vans? I bet you he does, dude. This dude here, bro, does he wear Vans? I guess so, bro. But we can't find him anywhere. We can't find, excuse me. We can't find Glenn Cullen. There's like a classmate or a sister or something. The dad, the mom or something. The Deely family. Who is this? Like the brother? Brother's overweight, man. Brother doesn't even look nothing like him. And there you have it, guys. I don't know what else to say, all right? Now, you want to say where he is? Well, I don't know. I mean, I think the person that tried to call it in is probably telling the truth. I don't know if this dude Cullen or whoever, the brother, was traveling at any point after this. I don't know. But I don't think you're really taking the body that far. But somebody wants that money. They want that 100,000. The body's got to wash up. Taking a look in the canal, guys. I thought it would be in the Grand Canal too, but just right off the bat, you know? Water, bang, right there, huh? It's not. Thanks for the 7 likes, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be back soon, guys, with another one. We're going to wrap this one up. It's a quick one. I figured it's either Glenn or that whoever the brother, whoever that dude is, he's a good match. But like I said, you know, you got to have a body, right, guys? You got to have a body, and you got to have more. Circumstantial, it's just reasonable doubt. There's too much doubt. I can call it off. Hey, Sir Albert, how are you, man? Thanks for joining up, man. We're about to wrap this one, Sir Albert. It was a short one, brother. I just wanted to get this on wax because I had to. This was bothering me all night, dude. So I says, you know what? There is a very thin list of suspects here as far as enemies. He had none. You know? He had none. But he didn't know about that. He did have one. This trip that he went on that dude's dime, Glenn's dime, going to cost him his life. He wants money for it. Hence why they're waiting out the bank for him. Pull that money out you owe me. They think it's self-destruct. They self-destructing or something like that. But nope, not at all. Not at all. So I'm on Reddit just searching to see if there's any more theories close to that, or there really isn't at all. They don't mention this dude or not even the brother. It's like, what, you can't believe a family member would kill another family member over money? Over something to kill him over less. What are you talking about? So, let alone the friend doing it. Oh, yeah. The friend's like, no, it's all good. It's a discount. Let me see this real quick. The friend says, Glenn Cullen says, there's so much here. It's just bullshit. So what happens is that he, in November 2000, just weeks before his disappearance, Trevor flew to Alaska, the United States, having managed to acquire free flights there. Free, guys. It was free. No, it wasn't. His friend, Glenn Cullen, worked as a flight attendant for Aer Lingus at the time and had managed to make the arrangement on Trevor's behalf. He went over to see a girl he met in Dublin during the summer of his holiday, and Glenn later stated, quote, this is the friend saying, Trevor traveled from Dublin to Los Angeles, and as far as I'm aware, he got a connecting flight straight up to Anchorage. This girl was at university in Anchorage. He went by himself to see this girl up in Anchorage that he had met in Dublin that summer. I never met her. She wasn't here for long. He never met her, but she wasn't there for long. So he knew about her, though, because Mr. Deely was telling him, but he acts like he doesn't know about her. You see? See him detach himself from Mr. Deely's life, from anything to do with him, really. Like, I didn't have nothing, no, I didn't know it. I wasn't up in his business. How does he knows he traveled. Guys, he gave him the flight. How does he not, as far as I'm aware, he got a connecting flight? He should be fully aware. Why is that he's not aware? He's talking like he's not sure about what Trevor does. But he gave him the flight, guys. This is the person that gave him the free flight, supposedly. He's a flight attendant. What does he mean he's not aware how Trevor got there? If either he got a connected flight or not. Is it a straight shot or not? Like, he would know. He bought him the flight. So he's acting like he doesn't know shit about Trevor. Trevor returned to Dublin on December 5th and immediately returned to his family's house. And that's when he disappeared a few days later. The dude was pressing him for the money. Glenn's like, dude, I need that money. I think it wasn't free. He's like, they're pressing me for the money or I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to lose my job. I need that money, dude, for those flights, for that flight. And he's like, bro, I got that money. I said, you better pull from the bank, motherfucker. And that's why the voicemails are left. He's leaving Glenn Cullen voicemails. He's like, dude, I'm sorry I missed you. It's all good, brother. I'll see you tomorrow. And that dude ain't having it. He's like, no, I'm going to see you tonight. Because he's calling him. He's calling him back. He's calling Glenn back. He's like, sorry I missed you. and he erases the voicemail. So even though he erased the voicemail guy, this Glenn Cullen, he's still giving himself up by saying, you know, he's still fucking up by saying shit that gives him up. So, and he drops the red herring a year later, like I said, because a $100,000 reward will be released years later. And he'll drop it a few months later. Someone will call. Cheryl, hi Cheryl. Hey, Sir Robert, how you guys doing? Hey, Cheryl. How are you doing today? We're talking about, Trevor Deely here. This case is a mystery, but no, not to us in the reviewer. We see a suspect here, very clear as day, and we see somebody that possibly had a motive to murder him. Yeah, and kill him that night, for sure. Right back when he got back from his trip. His free trip, guys, to fucking Alaska, to America. That's a pretty penny in 2000. And he thought it was going to be free. But something happens here, and Glenn needs the money back, or needs money for the flight. And so that Mr. Daly's not too keen about giving it to him. So, yeah, I think it's murder. That's what I think it is. Murder 1, first degree. I don't know if you say I don't think you say murder 1, guys. I'd give him a fucking manslaughter charge. I give him a 9. I'm gonna give him premeditated, guys. I'd even give him a crime of passion type deal for that. Yeah, I would, like an instant snap. I would give it to him if he plays his cards right. But no premeditation, but possibly too. I don't know. This dude has it. Glenn Cullen, guys. That's his name. I don't have a picture of him. I'm gonna click links. I'm clicking links. The sister here. Picture of the brother. Mr. Deely. Trevor. Looking for Glenn Cullen. Picture of Glenn Cullen to match with the CCTV. It's an overweight person. Black hair, dark hair, possible glasses. Same height, if not same height as Mr. Deely. 6 foot, easy. But weighs a lot more than Mr. Deely. Not a lot more, but enough than Mr. Deely. He's known to Mr. Deely. Mr. Deely's talking to him like he knows him. Who's he? Man, these cops are stupid. Why do we do this? It's a fucking mystery, guys. Thanks for the 8 likes, you guys. Going for 10. 10 is the goal. So this is another article here, guys. They won't let me read it unless I subscribe. It's definitely foul play. He was murdered. And that's by Glenn Cullen, or a close friend. And I don't know, the brother, I don't know what the brother has nothing to do with it. It's this Glenn dude. I'm looking for Mark. Okay, so Mark's the brother. He said they cleaned up the footage. Nothing sinister with the dude. They want to talk to the guy who was waiting outside the bank. I showed you those photos. I want to talk to him. They're focusing on everybody else but Glenn Cullen, the friend. The last person to speak, basically contact, was Glenn Cullen with Trevor Deely. The last person to have contact is that. Any kind of contact was him. Sir Albert Gaines, I'm going to be on standby. No, you're good, Sir Albert, guys. I'm going to wrap this stream up soon, shortly, and we're going to come back with another one. I got a few more to go. Michael Jacob. This is not... Where is Glenn Cullen, guys? I don't have a photo of this man. I don't understand why. Well, I do know why. He's not showing his face, just like the CCTV. He's not showing his face. Where is he? Guys, we're going all over these fucking links on Reddit. Trevor Deely. Yeah, where's the Glenn Cullen picture? Guys, I'm reading a Reddit post because... So Glenn Cullen, one of Trevor's childhood friends, remained close with him throughout their early childhood, having originally met during their first year of secondary school in Nas. Later talking about their friendship in an interview, Glenn remembered, "We did particularly everything together." Did you? I never had an argument with him in any shape or form. Oh, really? You didn't? Not about girls, not about anything. Really, money. The flight. What a liar. I want a fucking picture of him. In the early 20s, Trevor, Glenn, and all these friends, they had the same type of cell phone. They went out drinking all the time. They used to smoke cigarettes together. So that's exactly who he was. There was no panic. He wasn't kidnapped. He wasn't, there was nothing like that. He wasn't coerced to pull money out. He didn't. He didn't give him the money. That's why he got murdered. That's when he flies. And he'll die a few weeks later. So at the time, I told you, Glenn Cullen worked for Aer Lingus, a long air flight, employee airline. Discounts to flight and friends and family. He arranged transportation. Look at this guy, guys. Glenn says, his friend says, I'm nearly positive he wouldn't have gone to Alaska if I hadn't arranged a free flight for him. Did you hear that? He's a fucking murderer, man. He murdered Mr. Deely. Why don't... Fucking A, man. Trevor... Oh, he's talking more, guys. Glenn Cullen says, Trevor traveled from Dublin to Los Angeles, and then as far as I'm aware, he got connecting flights. He should know. Thanks for the 9 likes, guys. He should know he set up the flight. He said if it wasn't for me and he arranged the flight. He said if I hadn't arranged the flight, but he doesn't know, that's what he's lying. I know we have him. I'm over these streets, guys. I really am. Because I want to do something about this, Like then in 2000, I want to press him for the body, Like, listen, bro. You just told me that you arranged a free flight for him, but you don't know. You're not for sure if he had a connecting flight or not. You're not sure. But you arranged the flight. Who should I ask him? And he's the one that took the flight. He's dead. I can't ask him. I gotta ask you because you're the one that arranged his flight. Guys, you hear me? What the fuck? I'm so over it. What is this shit he's saying? So he says that this girl was at university in Anchorage. He went by himself to see the girl up in Anchorage that he met in Dublin that summer. I never met her. She wasn't here for long in the summer. We know he's lying there too. Of course he did meet her. Did she say he met Glenn? Did she say that? Come on, he's fucking lying, man. On Tuesday, December 5th, Trevor returned from Alaska. And he disappears 3 days later. And the person that's supposed to talk to him is this dude, Glenn, his friend. Oh, man. Fuck, man. Instead of going... I think it's the first time I actually solved the fucking case. Really. Solved it. Without the body. I mean, we need that. But I think circumstantial for him, I can crack him with this shit. With the flight shit. Like, dude, I need a yes or no, bro. Like, this is not happening. Like, you arranged this fucking flight. You're lying to me about Mr. Deely. What else are you lying to me about, Mr.? What about this phone call, brother? What about this phone call? It seems here that you called him first and he's returning your call. Oops, sorry, I missed you. So why are you calling him? That night he disappears a few hours before. Why do you want to speak to him so bad? Tell me. Tell me the reason. That's all. We go from there. But they don't go from there at all. He's never questioned, guys. This guy's never questioned or treated like a suspect, a person of interest. So he's very interesting, is he not, guys? He has a lot of interesting information to me. And I can get a lot more out of him, I think, informational, interest-wise, if we're interested to speak to him. We are. He had only gotten to Dublin Airport that morning, came down onto a bus to Nas, and he was yawning all the time with tiredness. I remember saying, that's his dad. So his dad's going to say, booga booga. Because his dad is hurting. His dad, misses his son. And you're going to kill his son and not tell him where his body is. But 100,000 comes up, guys. There's phone calls ringing. So they did search the river, Donner, nothing. They're looking for his phone. I told you, if the phone was ringing, supposedly the girlfriend's calling the phone at one point, and it's just ringing off. I told you about that, my theory on the phone. So, either he still has the phone, or it's not in water. What do you want, Some think he self-destructed. Negative. Negative on that. The life, starting a new job, just the way he's living, negative. CCTV doesn't show a struggle, doesn't show drugs, doesn't show wobbliness. We're good. 2 frames is enough. 2 frames is enough to catch the killer himself, standing next to him. 22 years, 20-something years. Nothing. $100,000 still exists. Well, I like to speak to Glenn Cullen. That's all. What do you want me to say there, right? Email them and say, hey, let's speak to Glenn Smullen. I want to, guys, no picture. I'm still looking for a picture of Homeboy. Look, guys, I've been searching this whole time. Glenn Cullen, not Edward Cullen. Glenn Cullen. What? Where does he live? Dublin, Ireland. Dublin. Now I gotta go. I was doing Trevor Friend. I was doing Trevor Donna. So Glenn Cullen, Dublin, Ireland. Images. Somebody's here. He's an owner. Dude, this looks way too young. Negative. I can't get this fucking picture of this guy. Anybody get a picture of Glenn Cullen? They can send me a link. Let me know a link. Glenn Cullen, y'all. Glenn Cullen, Dublin, Ireland. Anybody? That's the down south of America. Glenn Cullen. I don't know how to search for people. Glenn Cullen, friend. It's just not coming up when I do the friend thing. Friend Trevor. I just put Glenn Cullen, Trevor Deely. Dublin. You know? Where's he at? Damn it. I can't get a photo of this guy. I fucking need it. Dude. Alright, you guys. So, here's a photo I want to show you. The only photo I have is this. Alright? Now, I'm taking it that this is all his friends at one time. Okay? I'm taking it that Glenn Cullen, I would take it that he would be in one of these fucking photos. Okay? Now, I'm taking it. That's him. Is that him? Hey, this dude. Nope. Take the bar out, you know? Say beanie, say a black beanie, say black hair. Say something. Yep. Yeah. Trying to get it where. See, nobody in this picture, their friends, resembles the photo but him. He's taller too. He's like tall, and I don't know if that's Glenn Cullen, guys, but I just don't know. I just can't get it. It's the only photo we're gonna have. It's his brother Mark, I believe. It's Mark. But even that photo, even him, it's tough. If I'm gonna go with something, I mean, this guy's skinnier than the actual photo. But no, he's not. He kind of seems like the body type. If that is him, that could be the dude. You know? I don't know, man. I'm telling you. I know exactly. I do know. I'm sorry. I don't know why they don't got this fucking dude on a slab. What's up, Ryan? On a polygraph. What's up? Yeah. I don't know why they don't have him on a polygraph, guys. Why this Cullen dude isn't under duress here, taking downtown Julie Brown. Okay. So, we should sleep soon, okay, Ryan? A couple more hours. So yeah, guys, that's the case there. That's the whole gist of it there. You know, where is he? Well, they thought it was in the river, but that dime that was dropped, basically that tip of where the body is in Chaplazoid on a 3-acre property. They did dig, but not good enough. Come on, man. This person wanted that $100,000 tip. But how would they collect? Anonymously. They want it. And it's the killer that wants it. He's dropping where the body is. I do believe it's there. In Chaplazoid? Yeah, it's 3 acres. There's a 6 acres. There's a huge acres here, guys. It's more than fucking 3. I don't know exactly where. Give me one moment. I just want to find the exact location in Chaplazoid. Chaplazoid, Trevor, Deely, exact search location. Able to give us a screenshot, maybe to give us coordinates. So, Chaplazoid, Trevor Deely, exact search location. The exact search location for missing man Trevor Deely in August, September 2007 is a 3-acre secluded, overgrown woodlands and scrubland site off the old Lucin Road, alongside the banks of the river Liffey. Wow, I'm so fascinated with that because I like that information. It's from the killer to me. He wants the money, 100,000. They couldn't find it though, guys. Little too tough. After so many years, you know, 17 years. He dropped the dime in like 17 years later. In 2016, they dropped 100,000 on it, I think. And then he's like, yo, I ain't waiting that long. He's like, I'm ready now. And he drops the bomb. Trying to find it on Google Maps here. I'm interested in the exact location of where he said the body was. This tip. So, Old Lucin Road. Cool. Very cool. Near the banks of the river Liffey. Cool. Okay, guys, I'm liking that fucking description. Hey, there it is. There's the fucking river. What the hell, dude? That's sick. Okay, guys. I see. All right. What's wrong with this? They're legitimate to me. Pretty fucking legit, yo. What do you think, guys? They're searching the banks of the river. Alongside the banks. Okay. We could do that too. So, I used to get a nice little zoom in too. Now it's so shitty for the city. But yeah, we could do that. Oh, it's a beautiful looking place. All right, guys. I'm on the banks of the river Liffey, and a 3-acre secluded area. Overgrown woodland. Okay. I'm gonna stay by the road. Okay. This is really cool. It's really interesting indeed, man. It is. You know, they have the banks there, so they're really they think it's just, yeah, man. They think it's like just gonna wash up or be right there, guys. The reason I'm here, Old Lucian Road or Lucian Road in Chaplazoid, is because I think that call that the killer is the killer, and he knows where the body is, and he wants the $100,000 because I think this murder was motivated by money. So he says, why not? And that's what the police, I think, are thinking will bring the body home. Interesting. Highly interesting place here, the river Liffey. But very cool. I'm able to see boats, and it's very cool. You know, kayaks. So I'm gonna go back up the river because I'm downriver here. Stay on River Liffey. 3-acre secluded property. Really? Alongside the river, along the banks of the river. Near the R112. So where's the R112? The R109. Damn. Can't find this highway. The road. Road 121. Hold on. Road 112. 112. Let's put it in. Road 112. So like there's like upper and lower in Dublin. There's like upper this, lower that. Okay. I'm here on the road. Near the R112, sorry. See, okay, so see. I don't know, I'm confused with like Dublin and how they tell the directions and where the fuck we are, and I see the R112, it's right here. Alright. Oh, here it is, okay. So it's right over here. Off a 3-acre secluded lot, huh? Alright, everyone, there's not too much here. It's probably not searching good enough, guys. That's what it is, you know? You're not searching good enough. This person, this body's here. Can't find it, but it's here. Do you believe it's exactly where this person said it was? What did they say? It said Chaplazoid, about 8 kilometers from where he's last seen. He said he was murdered, and that's the informant's the killer. Yeah, he's the killer. Whoever the informant is, the killer. It's not a police informant. It's not like a drug head. Like it's they're lying to us on who gave him the tip, or they don't even know who gave him the tip. Yeah, he's not murdered for drugs. It's not drug related. It's not a mistaken identity. They don't believe that story, huh? I believe it, guys. He's in this place. Where's the 3-acre property, though? Well, it's alongside the riverbanks. Okay, so it's going to be towards the riverbanks. We're right there. Here it is, River Leafy. You know what's funny, everyone? Not funny, but you know what I'm telling you now? They're trying to ping the phone to find his location. I don't think they will. Like, you know, ping, you know, maybe the killer might have the phone, but Glenn might have the phone, but the umbrella, you know, I would say the umbrella. If anything, you find the umbrella around here somewhere before you find a bone. Find an umbrella. Alright, so the river Leafy they're looking at, guys, he's more than likely, I think, around there. And you find an umbrella. You look for the umbrella with a metal detector. So I know that metal detectors don't detect bones. That's not the case here. If you want to find his body, you're going to go with the metal detection system. Or you can do GPR now, of course. That's a lot of money, whatever. But you just do the metal detection and look for the umbrella. So it'll hit the umbrella. It's where I think he just dumped him with the umbrella in the water or whatever. Even if he's buried or near the banks, you're going to use the metal detector and find the umbrella. It's metal, isn't it? So there you go. That's how you find him. I think the umbrella's with him. You remember the umbrella, guys, in the CCTV? Yeah, he's got the umbrella with him. There's no reason to take it. You just throw him with it. It's not like dropped in the street. It's not dropped anywhere. It's not found. So it's with him. Or the killer has it. But they're cautious to say killer because they don't want to tip this person off. But they got Glenn Cullen. That's the dude, his best friend. Last person to talk to him. Seems like that trip, guys, to Alaska to see the hottie with the body wasn't free. After all, was it? Nope, he changed his mind. I guess the job found out. I think it was fake free. Something happened there. And yeah, he needed the money for the trip. He needed it that night. And he wasn't giving it up. Mr. Deely didn't have it to give. And that's when he killed him. And that was that. Nothing more to say about the case. Okay, guys, I can sit here forever looking on the River Leafy. This is cool, or the maps is so interesting. Also, I want to thank Sir Albert Gaines and Cheryl, and I want to thank guys for the 9 likes for coming in for this one. I know it's like not a well-known case. There's not much here, but there is a lot here. It's very interesting. And this person, Glenn Cullen, I cannot get a picture of him. If someone ever finds a link to a picture of that friend, Glenn Cullen, of Trevor Deely, and has an actual photo of him, please let me have a link. I would like to just look at it because we do have some kind of surveillance of an individual we need to look for, a person of interest, really a person of interest. They're looking to speak to this person. So are we. But I really think it's Glenn Cullen in that photo and in that CCTV. He's known to the victim, this person. Mr. Deely's not threatened by his presence at all. And I think that is only the last person to speak to him by phone or leave a voicemail and interact with him in the days leading up to his disappearance. That's going to be Glenn Cullen is the killer of Trevor Deely. He was killed. That's my perspective on it. That's my theory. Leave your theory and your perspective in the comments below, guys. Appreciate your time tonight, guys. Always watch out, man. What are they going to taking the flock cameras out? Damn, is that a